And the players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. It's a special day for basketball fans. The All-Star Game, best of the East against best in the Western Conference. And we are proud to bring it to you live. And now we take a brief check of the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First, for the East All-Stars, Rose is out there with Dwyane Wade. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's LeBron James. And it's Anthony in at the 4 slot. And then for the West All-Stars, Paul out there with Kobe. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the power forward.
You know, I think one thing that makes the All-Star Game so special is just the history involved. This event has been held since 1951. And a lot of those legends of the NBA past are here in attendance.
Players step out on the court, you know, Steve, they know that they're writing their names in the pages of history.
Yeah, they're really making their mark on this Sunday night. But at the same time, they just got to focus on playing the game. And sometimes you get caught up in the atmosphere and the moment. But for these players, it's all about just focusing on the game and trying to enjoy themselves.
Durant, open and close in hand. Durant's got the game going here with the first basket for the West All-Star.
That's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big man.
And the ball goes out of play and able to keep it in. And so here are the West All-Stars.
You know, it's always such a big to-do, a major event, a big-time happening every time the All-Star game comes to town. Cities buy to host a big show, and it's a big boon to the local economy.
Yeah, restaurants, hotels, nightlife, it's one big celebration. There's always that buzz in the air every time the All-Stars gather to play. Well, I guess we call this weekend maybe the greatest pickup game on earth. Does that make sense, Mark?
It sure does, and I agree with you. I mean, there's no doubt it tops the list, partner.
And it's going to be out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Off the inbound, no good.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
For LeBron James, this is his 10th All-Star Game appearance, two-time All-Star MVP, and those both happened back in 2006 and 2008.
Dishes it to Rose. The 3 from Anthony. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Feeds it to Howard. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Well, going back to LeBron, last year at the All-Star Game in Houston, not his best performance.
Well, remember, he got his shot blocked a couple times near the end of the game by Kobe, and really didn't play well. And LeBron's usually a guy who loves the All-Star Game and competes and likes to put up big numbers. So, you know, maybe looking for some redemption tonight.
Didn't Bryant, in fact, go to Greg Popovich, the All-Star Western Conference coach, and say, put me on LeBron here late in the game? Yeah,
I want to guard him.
That free throw good from Wade.
How about this fact on Dwyane Wade? Always dangerous in the All-Star Game, we know that, but he has a 63% field goal percentage, actually over 63% in 9 previous All-Star games.
Both free throws good from Wade. And for Dwyane Wade, an all-star MVP performance back in 2010, Steve.
Yeah, what a game. He had 28 points, 11 assists.
Wow.
He had 6 rebounds. How about 5 steals? MVP numbers for sure.
Paul dishes to Durant. Got the ball. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And slammed in by Howard.
Well, not the usual defense that Howard faces during the regular season on that play.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wanted to get in his way that time.
On defense, the West All-Stars. 3-point lead. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. Rose kicks to Anthony. Pass to LeBron. And Durant with the block. 6 to shoot. LeBron drives in. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
Well, you know, he's obviously a very popular player, but look at the numbers for his team that he's put up this year. Just outstanding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Steve. He's been making it happen, clearly focused, and I know he's looking to continue that effort for the second half of the season as well. Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Jefferson passing to LeBron. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Here's Kobe. Finish off the break.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Here comes Derrick Rose. James outside. Out to Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
And the pass to Howard. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke. We had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McCabe.
Talking to coach, he said that this is one of the few times he's not had to worry about defense hitting into a game. Coach said, it's nice knowing that the more scoring there is, the better it is for the game. And the better it is for us, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Well, as you'd expect, not much defense being played.
Yeah, that's one for the fans. I mean, the fans want scoring. That's what they're going to get tonight.
Rose dishes to James. Back to Rose. Sinks the triple. Rose has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep balls.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Star.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jefferson. Smith comes in for James. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Dwyane Wade. Rondo is subbed in for Derrick Rose. And Rondo sends it back. The shot's good from Love.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they're taking away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Irving can't hit.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He stressed effective transition defense above everything else. He told the team, quote, we need to limit their fast break opportunities. That is what will win us this game. He also wants them to play very physically. Impose your will on them, he said. Let them know who they're up against. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Kobe.
Well, you know, Kyrie Irving in his third season in the NBA and his second All-Star game, not bad, and he's shown he can go off in exhibition play. The MVP of the 2012 Rising Stars competition, he went for 34 points and made all 8 of his threes.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Westbrook drives in, blocked. Irving against Iguodala, and Irving throws it down. Savage, that's That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Now here's Westbrook. Bryant so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Every All-Star game, you can count on it. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
Here's Irving. He dishes it to Monroe. Back to Irving. Goes up on the wing. Shot is off. In a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really pulling it up. East All-Stars lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And Kevin, already some highlight reel plays.
Yeah, they're playing at a nice tempo right now, giving the fans a show.
Now the East All-Stars with it.
Well, one thing we're noticing here tonight, both teams pretty much taking care of the ball, which is impressive in a game like this.
It really is, Steve. I mean, typically in a game like this, the players and teams can be a little loose, but that hasn't been the case so far.
Not too surprising to have so few fouls here.
Yeah, you know what? I think part of it is the officiating, Steve. They get a little more leeway from the officials to the players, but some credit has to go to the players as well. I mean, no need to be overly aggressive in this kind of game format.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. Defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Ball, that's good.
No defense being played at all right now.
Yeah, you know it'll be a high-scoring game, but at least make them work for it a little bit.
Gay against Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Wall. Here's Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, Kevin, one thing for him, he's got great hands defensively. He applies a lot of pressure to whoever he's guarding.
And he'll gamble on the strip when you go up for a shot. I mean, he'll get some whistles, fouls called against him, but he gets all ball a lot, too.
And he knocks down the first one. A big group substitution here for the East.
Well, playing in the All-Star game, something to really be proud of. And, of course, the starters are voted in by the fans. The reserves are voted in by the coaches. Either way, it's a heck of an honor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Steve, talk about the starters and the reserves, unlike in regular games. In an All-Star game, everyone gets a chance to play.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hardest part for the coaches, Kevin, is distributing those minutes because everybody is deserving. Everyone's a great player. And usually what happens is the starters get the most minutes because the coaches understand that that's who the fans have voted on there, and that's who they want to see.
And the East with some changes. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Smith, and it's Rose in for John Wall. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throwdown there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Here's Paul. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Bryant. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you just wonder how many more All-Star games does Kobe have ahead of him. I mean, this is his 16th All-Star nomination, second most in NBA history.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game right now. The free throw drops for Kobe. They talk about Bryant's great run. 4 All-Star game MVPs. Steve, that's tied with Bob Pettit.
Yeah, last year, no gaudy numbers, just single digits in points, but his gritty defense and great passing were, I thought, instrumental in the West win.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Rose against Paul. LeBron outside. T-Wade on the wing. From outside, off the mark. Here's Westman. They trail by 3. Durant off a pick from Griffin. Durant kicks to Bryant. Plenty of space. That one wide left.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Howard with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. And that one's good. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
The shot's good from LeBron.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And here's the West with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And it's Paul penetrating. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the win.
Really tough to get that shot off from the size differential here. Not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here comes Derrick Rose. He has 5. And James throws it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Nice shot by Bryant.
So it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Wade passes to James. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Kobe dishes to Paul. Now Griffin inside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight. It's a close game here in Houston. LeBron drives it in.
Oh, man, that was a real hard it up. Well, I tell you what, they might have to change out those rims after this one.
Yeah, it's been an all-out dunk fest tonight, Clark.
Bryant with him. He's got 10. He feeds it to Howard. Passes it to Durant. Howard gets to Durant. Jacks up a 3. East grabs the miss.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Kevin Durant making his 5th straight All-Star game appearance. He holds the highest scoring average in the All-Star game by any player with at least 3 appearances, and I don't think that's going to change. He can score.
And that one's good. 8 points for Blake Griffin.
They put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
T-Wade on the wing, guarded by Kobe. Wade passes to Jefferson. Back to Wade. Six on the shot clock. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. Charity strike shot. That one a tan off line to the right, but drops in for him. LeBron's got the lead up to 5 now for the East All-Stars. Back to Durant, the All-Star Steve MVP back in 2020.
Well, he was the game's leading scorer last year, too, scoring 30 points. That was so easy.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. The four teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. A potential momentum builder.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
New players in now for the East. And here's the West with the ball. They trail by 3. Duncan left side, wide open. That drops. Duncan's got his first bucket of the night. 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Westbrook against Irving. Taken away by Holiday. It's Harden with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And it's tied up with that one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Smith with it. Right side, Rondo. There's the dish to Irving. Baseline try, and he knocks down the jumper. It's back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. East All-Stars ahead. They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And on one of the great nights of the NBA season, welcome to the All-Star Game and the halftime report here on 2K Sports. The East All-Stars are in a tight one against the West All-Stars. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. A sensational first half for LeBron. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And for the West All-Stars, also a strong start. They've been relentless attacking the rim, dominating in points in the paint, and the bodies down low have been banging away. We've seen Kobe in top form. He's got 10 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The third quarter just about to get underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And a great first half of basketball it was.
Now, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see if they can take it up a notch here in the second half.
And here comes Wade. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. The West All-Stars on D. It's a 1-point game. Wade left side. Kicks it to LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Releases from the wing and drills it. James has got the first points of the second half here for the East All-Stars. And so here are the West All-Stars. Paul dishes to Kobe. To Paul. And the layup goal.
You know, usually when somebody wins the All-Star MVP award, They got hot shooting it, but just finished a lot of plays. Paul won it last year because he was orchestrating the whole game, it seemed, as he racked up 20 points and 15 dimes.
Here is Bryant, following the basket by Chris Paul. Griffin sets the screen for Durant. Throws it up high, and the slam by Griffin. Guys are not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, very competitive action. I agree with you, Phil. I mean, this one could come down to the last few minutes the way it looks.
And for Chris Paul, averaging over 12 assists in the All-Star game, it must be like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, so many great scores and finishers. It makes it easy for a point guard to just deliver the ball at the right time and watch those assists pile up.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He outlined a new set of priorities. The main one being to attack the basket at every opportunity. He also told them to get tough. He said, let's make this one a very physical game. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Cav, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris. The East All-Stars have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. A nice shot by Lowry.
I'll tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Now here's Rose. He has 5. Left side Rose. Left side Rose. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And LeBron throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
And Griffin, here we go. Outside for Durant. And he gets it to go.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. Well, it's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Wade can't hit.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
LeBron with the block. Anthony kicks to LeBron, and taken away by Paul. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Offensive rebound, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one's on Anthony. And as usual, he's the one directing traffic out there, making sure, Steve, everyone is in the right spot.
Exactly. And the way he keeps all 5 guys on the court working in perfect harmony is, I think, part of what makes him so valuable.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Steve. I mean, he's got a perfect understanding of their system at both ends of the court, and he's always talking out there. Any good leader is usually not only setting an example, but being verbal, too.
And Paul drills both of them. And here's the East, trailing by 5. And it's Rose penetrating. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Kobe. Pass to Durant. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Now the feed to Wade. Inside to Jefferson. Durant with some nice D.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Well, this is the 8th All-Star appearance for Dwight Howard, a fun-loving guy, great personality, seems to really relish the spotlight. Of course, he was the dunk contest champ back in 2008.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Snatched up.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And James gets it to go.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Well, for Dwight Howard, speaking of low scoring, he has a pair of big scoring numbers in this game, and single digits over the last 3 years.
He has shot 11 three-pointers as an All-Star. So I'm not sure he's quite taking this game real seriously. 2 for 11 from 3 for Dwight Howard in an All-Star game. You know what? If you're going to do it, now's the time, right? Just fire away.
Now Holiday following Chris Paul's three-point attempt, and Love gets it to go.
There's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. Theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Mark.
Now here's Gay, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. No coverage that time.
He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And so here are the West All-Stars. The lead is 2. Westbrook gets a screen from Holiday, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Holiday. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the West All-Stars.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the East. Lowry comes in for Rudy Gay.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
The East All-Stars shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
What a night so far for LeBron. He's got 27 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Dwight. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
Now here's Westbrook. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. And here are the East All-Stars. Here's James, and he dumps it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession. And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry, step on the gas here.
Holiday, the pass to Love. Harden against Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's Love. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Rondo's shot is good. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
You know what? You're right. Neither side has been able to hang on to the lead for any kind of time at all.
Yeah, you're right. For 7 lead changes already.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. East All-Stars lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
Both teams putting on the show.
Boy, it sure has been fun to watch, hasn't it?
And here's Kobe. He kicks it to Durant. Uncovered, and nails that one right through the net. Durant's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the West All-Stars. Now Lowry. Inside to Jefferson, and stolen by Howard. And here we go. That's big. Paul's got it. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Rose is checked in. Here is Rose. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Derrick Rose is back for his 4th All-Star game after missing last year, recovering from the knee injury. And he says that this game doesn't really hold much allure for him. He's all about the real action, but he clearly is a deserving All-Star, too.
The first free throw is good. And back to Derrick Rose, former Rookie of the Year in 2009. League MVP in 2011. It's good for the league. And you've mentioned this many times, to have him back, Steve, in action.
No doubt. We've seen a spate of injuries from the league stars over the last year or two. Rose, Westbrook, Kobe Bryant, of course. Injuries always a part of the game, but boy, you just hate to see the great talents miss time.
Now here's Paul. It's stolen by Rose. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Wade slams it in.
You've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it does decide this game, Clark. That's a huge swing there.
And here's the West with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Dishes to Howard. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Griffin inside, covered by Anthony. Griffin's shot is off. Here's Anthony. Durant with the steal. Pushing it up. Jumps up.
He's giving the fans a show right now, letting it loose on the rim that time.
Yeah, you can't overlook the fact there's not too much resistance, and I think that extra freedom lets some of the guys really push the limit on the dunk meter.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Right side Rose. Feeds to Jefferson. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He talked about their postgame, saying, we've got this defense stretched out, and if we can make Saturday passes into a low block, he also wants to see a lot of bodies down low at the defensive end, saying, quote, if they're going to beat us, let's make them make shots from the outside. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
And thank you, Doris. And here is LeBron, following the 3-pointer by Kobe Bryant. That's good. That's 7 points for Wade.
Yeah, beautiful pass. Nice assist there.
Yeah, that's the teammate connection coming through. They know they can score together, and it's obvious right there.
Now here's Paul, and there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Now LeBron. And uses both hands to jam it in.
He does not mess around when he gets close to the hoop. And how big are those points?
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bryant with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Bryant dishes to Paul. That is good.
Strong into the basket. Those are 2 big points there to trim the lead.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 3-point lead. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here, Rose goes in, and he comes on the screen and slams it through.
One of the oldest plays in basketball made that dunk possible.
That's right, a terrific screen right there, Steve. Allowed him to lose his man and rock it to the rim.
Now, don't you love to see players working together? That's fundamental play. Fun to watch. Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Now here's Wade. Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant. The best break opportunity. Here's the block. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Wade kicks to James. Here's the alley-oop through.
Oh, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
Here's Kobe following the basket by LeBron James. Good look from Bryant. Rebounded by Rose.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
A drive by Wade, and it's sent back by Bryant. And finished off by Griffin.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That jump was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets to straight.
Still, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring search for the East All-Stars.
I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And that's helped with their passing game, too, because they're getting a lot of assists by sharing the ball and moving it.
The defensive breakdown is starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He preached patient offense and using more of the shot clock. He'd like the tempo of this game to be taken down a few notches. His second message was centered on getting back quickly on defense and slowing down their opponent's transition game. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Paul, following the score by Derrick Rose. It's Durant with the drive, and he gets it to go.
He's really rising to the challenge here, guys, in the fourth quarter. That's 3 for 4 from the field.
Lead with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. The 3 from Anthony. Can't hit. The West All-Stars will go the other way. Outside Bryant. It's stolen by Wade. Anthony kicks to James.
Oh, boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And so here are the West All-Stars. To the wing on the left. Paul against Rose. And now they decide to foul intentionally. No luck. Good D by Howard. And here is Paul. Deflects the pass. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Timeout call here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. They're losing by 4. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A 3 off the inbound. And shot opportunity. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Durant the pass to Paul. Paul missing again, and that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And some changes here for the East. And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. And here comes Harden. Outside Holiday. Pins the three. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And the East All-Stars with some changes. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Here is Bryant. Fires the three. So the East All-Stars win it.
That was such amazing talent in the Eastern Conference this year. I had a feeling we might see them beat the West. To me, it's all one of the great parts of the best talent in the world go hand in hand, no matter who wins.
Well said, Ron. Well said. With that, we thank you for being with us from Bart Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan saying we'll see you next time.